Today I want to talk about silver linings, which is a topic I really love. I love so much talking about it and just thinking about it because silver linings is more about those good things that can be found from a bad situation. And that's something so beautiful. No matter how terrible a situation is, how difficult it is, how bad it seems to be, there's always that silver lining, that good thing we can take from it, we can get from that. And I absolutely love that way of thinking, and I agree with it 100%. I think that everything that happens in life happens for a reason. I truly believe that, and I have mentioned it also in many other of my videos. I think it's very helpful to have this kind of positive mindset and really see that good thing from the bad situation, from anything that could be bad for us. So that's what I want to talk about today, because it's something I really love. And I think that once you change that mindset, once you really start seeing the good things from the bad things, that kind of mindset really helps you a lot. It changes your whole perspective, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you behave, the way you feel. It starts changing everything. So that's why it's very important to really think about those silver linings in your life. Another beautiful way, I really want to mention it here, because another beautiful way to mention this, I heard that in a different video, because I listen to many different videos on YouTube about self-development and different topics related to that. And one of them that I heard, thankfulness, that's the name, I think. And the girl from the video, in that case, she was talking about this topic, but the way she mentioned that, or the way she would call it, was disguised blessings. And I think that's so beautiful, because that changes the whole perspective. You are not thinking about the bad situation anymore, obstacle, challenge, instead of being like focusing completely on the negative. From the very beginning, you're focusing on the good thing. Like when you think about a blessing, it's a disguised blessing, a hidden blessing. When you think that way, it's really so beautiful, and it changes like the whole perspective. Like it turns everything around. It loses the negative part of it. It becomes really positive, and I really like that way. Disguised blessings, hidden blessings. I think that's really beautiful to call that. Those good things that we can find in every kind of bad situation that happens to us in our lives. And I want to talk about it because we say this a lot. It's not new. It's not something, wow, this is mind-blowing, what I knew, never heard about this before. No, we talk about this a lot. We hear about this all the time. There's always something good from the bad things, and always try to see the positive, try to see the good things about it. But it's so difficult to really put that into practice, to really apply that in your life, because usually you used to focus on your problems, the bad things, negative, whatever problem you have in life, whatever obstacle, or this person left, or this person did that to me, or I lost my job, or I lost this, or I don't know, whatever that could happen to you. You always see in focus, mostly, we always do that, mostly on the negative. And focusing on the positive takes a lot of work, takes a lot of practice. But the more you keep working on it, the better you're gonna get at it, and the better it's gonna become your life. Your life is gonna be a lot more peaceful, a lot more positive. You feel a lot happier as well, more grateful. There's so many things from changing and working on that kind of mindset. So putting that into practice is something that is not easy, but the more you start working on it, and the more you really keep that in practice, and you really try to apply it in your life every day with all the problems and things that happen in your life, the better it's going to be. Your life is not going to be a burden anymore. Your problems are not going to be problems anymore. They're going to be more like something good, like hidden blessings, disguised blessings. And that's beautiful. This way of thinking, I think, is really nice. And I'm trying to apply that to myself. I always try to see the good thing from the bad things that happen to me. And when I think about a blessing that is hidden in a situation, it really changed my perception. It really changes the way I see that situation. I focus more on the positive thing of that situation than on any other thing. So like usual, I always give some examples of from my own experience, from my own life, to talk about this. And I think it's a really good exercise. The way for you to start this is to start really applying that to your life. First, apply that to things that have happened to you already, and you can make a list, write them down, write the kind of obstacles, problems you had in your life, bad situations, the worst moments in your life as well, difficult situations you have to deal with for years, for months, maybe even for one day, something that happened and it was really bad, but maybe it had such a huge impact on you that it changed your life. So think about that. Do this exercise and really think about it. Take like a few minutes to write that down. Take a piece of paper or just like on your phone or whatever you have at hand and write it down. All the bad things that happen, or well, maybe not all of them, but think about at least one example you can mention, you can think of. Something that happened in your past that it was really bad, an obstacle. And think about the good thing from it, what you got from it, what you learned, maybe something else that happened in your life that it was really positive thanks to that situation as well. So really think about it. Once you have done it, you're always gonna find a good thing from that situation. You're gonna be thinking like, okay, this happened because of that. So if you're still maybe struggling to find your example from the past, I'm gonna share some examples of myself from my own life, just to give you a bit more motivation and to give my own point of view about that. For example, I think about the unemployment period in my life. I have mentioned it before many other times, and that was really tough time in my life. It lasted for a couple years, yes, years. So it was for a very long time, and it was really tough, really tough, really difficult for me. While I was in that situation, I was really desperate and sad and frustrated. I felt like a failure, and I did not see, it was really hard for me to see the good things in that situation. I was like, okay, what can I get from this? What can I get from being unemployed? What can I get from having to deal with this over and over and not finding a solution to that? It felt really bad, but at that time it was really hard to think about the positive. But now when I think about it, it was maybe one of the difficult things that happened as well is that I was not able to see the good things from it. If I had seen maybe the good things in that moment, at that time, and I had taken more advantage of that, it would have been maybe like a faster process. It wouldn't have been that painful as it was. It was really tough. But now that I think about it, I'm like, well, it happened and I learned from it. And something good from that is that without being unemployed or without that situation happening, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to learn German in the way I did, to really take time to get involved in the German culture, because I did like many integration courses that lasted for many months. So it was like a very long period of time where I was like studying, getting educated about German culture, about different things in Germany, how everything works, about the language as well. Not just with the courses, but also with the culture, being immersed in the real German culture. Like I said before, I was 100% involved, completely immersed in a German environment, living with my German boyfriend, later husband. His whole environment, everything was German. His family lived close by as well. All of them German. We would not speak English because, just like in a German town, you're not expected to speak English. So I really took a lot of time to learn German and learn a lot about the culture, and that was really good. That's positive, and that's something that it helps me now, and not just now, but also it's gonna help out more in the future, because I'm living here in Germany and I get around here very easily. I understand many things about the culture. I feel very well integrated, even though I still keep my Colombian, some Colombian traditions, way of being, thinking, acting sometimes, but I have also integrated very well. Another example is about my divorce. I think I have also mentioned it many other times in different videos as well. But it really is important to really see the good thing from it. It's really easy to think about the bad things, and many people say like, oh yeah, divorce and poor girl, and how now what's she gonna do, and then what's gonna happen with her, and starting from everything from the beginning all over again. And they think too much, and you also feel like that, like, oh my god, like what a bad situation. And it really is, it's not nice. But from that situation, from the divorce, I can get so many good things that I learned as well, and so many things I got from it. From that situation, I got self-awareness. I learned to be self-aware and really like think about, reflect my life, and be aware about what's going to happen or what's happening in my life. What do I want? What am I doing? How's my life going? Is it good? Is it bad? What do I want to change? Be aware and self-aware of really how you are, about your feelings as well. Not lying to yourself. That's something that happens to many people, and it really takes time for you to find that out, to find that self-awareness, and work on that. Find that for yourself. It's very valuable, and that's something I could do and I could get through the divorce. Part of the problems that I had at that time with him, so why it did not work, and because all of those situations that happened with him, and then it came to a divorce at the end, I developed self-awareness, self-development. I started working on myself as well. I gathered and I started to take responsibility for my own life, for my own actions, for how I wanted my life to be. Own your life, independence as well, not depending on the other person, not emotionally, not financially, not in any other sense, being independent. Also from other people, not just your partner, but I'm talking about friends as well, because many people are dependent on friends, or just they're emotionally really very attached to other people, and that's something I could really work on through my divorce. Another example that I can mention is people living your life. People just saying bye, or just like getting away from you, and that happens. And sometimes it's not nice. Sometimes we see that like it's a bad thing. Oh, what did this person live my life? Why did they get away? Why did keep distance? Or why they don't want this friendship anymore, or this, or whatever. There's many different situations that happen regarding people coming in and out of our lives all the time. And even though it seems bad and it hurts and it's not nice, it's uncomfortable, our ego hurts a lot when that happens. It's also a new opportunity to let all of the, I don't know, maybe negativity that maybe those people brought into your life, and welcome positivity in your life. For some reason they left. For some reason, sometimes it just does not resonate with you anymore. So you can let go all the bad things that are just like going with those people, or the things that do not resonate with your life anymore, and welcome more positivity, new friendships that are more fulfilling, that are nurturing to your life, that are love in your life as well. Maybe the other people supplied, I don't know, fun, or just like superficial things, just like going shopping, or doing like, I don't know, going for dinner. Well, people to spend some time with, but they were not really like, they did not offer that kind of friendship that offer love or support. And if not, that's a great opportunity for you to really make that space, like get that out of your life, and okay, it's not really contributing too much to my life, so it's okay if it goes. And you can make space, make room for the new things coming to your life, for people that really love you and offer and bring love to your life, support. Also, maybe people with a different mindset. You might not realize about it, but maybe the people around you and the people that left your life and do not want to be with you anymore, or they keep distance, or whatever happened, maybe they had a different mindset. Maybe they were too negative. Maybe they have a poor mindset as well. Or they talk all the time about their problems. They complain all the time. Or, I don't know, something that is, it does not contribute to your life that much. And so also that kind of mindset is contagious. And when you surround yourself with different kind of people and you make space for new connections, for new people with new mindsets, or a mindset that is more aligned to what you want in life, to your mindset as well, it's different. And your life is going to be a lot better. And one of the last examples I'm going to give, that's not a personal case, well, had happened to me, but I'm not going to focus on that right now. It's very common, and it's the heartbreak. Heartbreak is one of the most difficult situations that happen in our lives. I know everybody, each one of us has had a heartbreak, and it's also not nice. You see it like as a bad moment, very sad, full of sadness, frustration, different kind of feelings, anger. And once you get out of it, at that time when you're in, it's really hard to see the good things from it. Like what is the positive? But you can also see it. And that's the way you can start really getting out of that situation as well. To see the blessing hidden or disguised in that situation. And what is the blessing? That you are not with someone who does not reciprocate to your love anymore, or someone who is not deserving your love. You deserve someone that is a lot more aligned to your life, to your goals, to your dreams, to your mindset as well. For some reason, it did not work with the other person, and you deserve something better. That's for sure. That's also a great opportunity to work on yourself, to have self-development, growth, learn about new things, know yourself. And I'm sure most of the people, after a heartbreak and after having dealt with it and found real love in their lives, they're thankful because of that, because of what happened. If they hadn't had this heartbreak, they hadn't met the person that is meant to be for them. And that's a real blessing. It is a real blessing. So if you're in a situation like that, see it as a blessing. It is happening because you deserve better, and you are going to get something better. And the other person just did not resonate with you anymore. You're not really aware of that right now because of the confusion you have in your head, but once you get out of it, you're really gonna notice that and be like, yeah, this person actually was like this, he used to do that, or she used to do that, and actually I didn't like that at all, so I did not stand with this or this behavior. Or this person had a horrible mindset, it was complaining the whole time, and I felt so drained the whole time. There's many reasons why it did not work, that for sure. And that's a blessing, that you're getting something out of your life that is not good to you anymore. And you're making room, making space for what really deserves your love, for that person that is really meant to be for you. So those are some examples that I can get from my own experience, from my own life as well. So I hope that can help you out a little, and maybe you can do an exercise to finish with this video. I think it would be a great exercise for you, so please take a few minutes to do it. Write down everything that you consider as a difficult moment in your life, as an obstacle, as a challenge right now. Write it down on a piece of paper, or maybe on your phone if it's easier for you to text. Do it. And think about what is the blessing for each of the obstacles, each of those bad situations that you have. Think about the blessing for that. What is the good thing you can get from it, and what is the real blessing behind it? Write it down. Obstacle, blessing. That situation, blessing. You can start with one, write at least one, but really try to do the exercise with every single aspect of your life, because there's usually different obstacles for different areas. We're facing things in our jobs, in our financial situation, with love life, friendships, in different aspects of our lives. And it's really a very nice exercise to do that, thinking about really what is the blessing behind all of those difficult situations for you. They might seem difficult, but there is a real blessing behind each one of those. Is it maybe with your job, you don't like your job anymore, or you're having different struggles at work? What is the blessing behind that? Maybe there's a better job for you and you have to find it. Maybe you've been asked to work specifically with a tool that is very difficult, complicated, you don't understand it, but that's going to be the tool that is going to give you a lot of success, or you're going to be able to make a whole business out of it, or there's going to be a blessing for sure for each single situation that you live in. So I hope that you really made the exercise, that you really if you haven't done it yet, or if you have done it just with one, really take time to think about all of the aspects in your life and think about the blessing behind it, and then see it that way, not the negative, but see the positive thing of it, see the blessing. And when you start thinking that way, you're like, okay, that situation, okay, it's not bad. You're like, that's a blessing, a hidden blessing, a disguised blessing. And really, that changes your perception so much, the way you feel so much, that actually it's going to feel more fun to go and deal with that, whatever you're dealing with, because it's something good for sure. There's a blessing behind that, and you're going to go and get it. So hope that this message resonates with you, that is somehow helpful for you, that it is also aligned with what you want for you in your life. When you focus on the negative, something negative is going to come out of it. The process is going to be hard, difficult, also with this negative concept and feeling behind. But when you focus on the positive, it's a totally different story.